Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. Where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yup. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kimberly with Unseen Twist. We are the People's Podcast. Peace and love. We are going to talk tonight with Don Young again, aka Tradon, right? Tradon?
Tradon, yeah. TR3-DON, guys.
Yep. So we want to talk to you. I know you were just on Tuesdays, and I wasn't able to join. Today, we would like to talk to you about more about your business, but your other side of the business, about owning a business, about being an entrepreneur for your, just to be your own boss. So, what happened that made you get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm not doing a 9 to 5 no more?
Okay. So let me go back. Can you actually? I'm glad you can hear me because I can't see you. There you are. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. So I don't know what just happened. Just 1 second. Where's your page? I'm sorry, guys. Hang on a second.
It's okay. So, anyways, we're going to talk about where you got to the point of wanting to be your own boss.
Okay, guys. So, there comes a point in time where, we all, some of us at teenagers, some of us till later in life, some of us before that, I don't care if it was a lemonade stand, had an entrepreneurial thought or an idea, or made an attempt to make money doing something fun. And it wasn't even matter if you made a quarter, 50 cents. It was just the concept of working for yourself, setting up your own routine and doing your own thing. And it actually is instilled in us from that concept, especially for those guys that did Boys and Girl Scouts. They were selling cookies. We were selling magazine subscriptions, stuff like that. So they actually dug it into you before you knew it. You were actually dug into you to do something entrepreneurial, which was your own thing. Like you took a product, you marketed it, you went door to door, you sold it to friends, family, and like honestly, people don't realize it, but I'm in the middle of a review. So you guys don't even realize you all have it in you at some point. If you look back in time and you think about it, you guys all have had an opportunity, maybe whether it was something like that or not. I don't care if it was for high school. They actually had you selling those pizzas. They had you. I mean, it's all throughout your childhood. You didn't realize that you were entrepreneurial and you were actually doing something that was yours to make yourself money or to raise money for something else, whether it was nonprofit or profit. It was still an entrepreneurial gig and you didn't realize it. So what it was is people forget about that and they start to kind of settle for the okay 9 to 5. And me, I always was a big dreamer. So as a kid, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up. I never changed my answer since a baby. Like since I was able to talk and decide what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an actor and a model. And as a kid, I was like, I don't know why, but I wanted to be famous. And I'm like, that's not why I'm here today, to be honest. But I wish I could see you guys. Anyway, so that's not why I'm here today. I actually, there's a point where have any of you? I wish I could. I can't ask some questions. So have any of you ever? Have any of you ever got tired of something? I don't care if it was a relationship, got tired of being treated like shit, or got tired of being talked to a certain way, or a boss talking to you a certain way at work. Have you ever got tired of that thought that you have constantly, wanting to know what, I'm back. All right. So what, how the hell, why should you have to put up with that? Why should some people have it okay? Like you have a job where they respect you as a team member. Don't even say employee. You know what I mean? You work for them, but at the same time, you're valued. They show value in you. They you know what I mean? They offer you incentives. And I'm not talking about 401ks. I don't want to know what you're going to give me 40 years from now, 20
You
years from now.
know what? You know, though, the thing is what we've learned in school, though, they got you in a system and they want you to be stuck in this mindset that you have to, in order to survive, you have to go punch a clock. And that's why they give out the incentives of the 401s and the insurance and stuff like that, because they want you to think that you can't do it without them being involved. You cannot make it, because they went from being in a structured environment of schooling to being in a structured environment of a workforce. And most of them are in factories and stuff, so that you feel like you are conditioned. You have that mindset of being institutionalized almost, without being in the prison.
Yep. Hey, Danny. Hey, Positive Coach, guys. Welcome to the room. Hey, guys. So listen. So you guys don't realize that the educational system is designed. It's free. You know, schooling, they say is free, right? But it's actually not, because they're encouraging you to go to college where you're going to pay a crap butt load of money to actually put it back. And it does filter back down into those schools. That money goes right back into those professors, the teachers, the universities, and then it actually hits the high schools. That money does get put into it. They put time into you to get you to pay money to get a higher education, but they only give you what you need, the basics, so that you can learn a profession. And once you decide what that profession is, it's not a bad thing. Don't think it's wrong, but you're actually in debt from the rip. You're in debt. You're already.
You want to know? My daughter-in-law, she is a social worker, and she has to have a bachelor's degree to be able to do her job. Right. And yet she only makes $18 an hour. My son dropped out in the third time in ninth grade because school wasn't a challenge to him. He was smarter than the teachers. So like, he had a free ride scholarship to Michigan State and stuff like that, but he let it all go because, you know, he wasn't tested. He wasn't challenged. So he makes $50 an hour and he don't have a degree or nothing, and she still has student loans that she has to pay off.
Yep. And I'm actually, guess what, guys? I'm in college. I am in college for business administration. I figured, since I'm going to be running business, and we talked about this last session, Tuesday, I went and enrolled into a college. It's $65,000 program for my bachelor's in business administration. It also comes with accounting, marketing, operations management, project management, and also web and app building. Web and app design I took on, because those are all the things I'm going to need for what I do. So instead of me chasing after somebody and paying them, it's not that I didn't want to pay somebody to do it, because they'll probably do a better job, you know, because they're more inclined to, they're more focused on that aspect of that dark. And that's how it is in the long run. But I wanted to know a little bit about everything. Like, I kind of want to know everything, the ins and outs of my business. As a business owner, if I'm opening a company, I want to know a little bit about everything. I don't want to know everything. Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, the Rothschilds. So these guys' names carry on to this day. And Henry Ford had a third grade education. No, Thomas Edison had a third grade education. Henry Ford had a sixth grade education. But these guys live to be, I mean, they're legend. How would you say it? What's the word I'm looking for? They're whatever.
They're legends. They're legends. They're iconic. Yeah. They're iconic. Their names are always going to be remembered.
Yes. So what these guys did, if they didn't know something, Henry Ford was called a ignorant. They basically called him an ignorant dummy. Okay, guys. And what happened with that was they called him into a room and called him an ignorant tyrant, whatever, and all this other stuff. And he's like, they're asking him a bunch of questions about stuff that he should know as a man, who he is in his stature. And he looked at him and he's like, why are you asking me and wasting my time with these questions? Why are you asking me these ridiculous? He's like, I could push a button on my desk right now and bring somebody in the room who can answer all your questions. What the hell do I need to know that for? I pay somebody to do that. And basically, he opened my eyes like, I don't need to know everything. I don't. But I did challenge myself. I want to see if this debt that I get stuck in, the $65,000 debt. See, I look at it and I laugh, because I know I'm going to make 40 times that in the future. But I already mapped it out, and I want to challenge myself. People go into school scared that they're going to be stuck in debt, that they can't afford it or keep up with it. And it's always a number. It's always monetary. Just think about it. If you argue over money, or your fear of money, like having expenses, your fear to put yourself in a position. You are not in a position to do it. You got to go to work, raise your kids, and people are afraid that they're going to fail. They already disqualified themselves from the rip. They already disqualified themselves. They already
Yep.
disqualified themselves. As soon as you said, I can't, I won't, but this, but that, you're making a bunch of excuses. Nah, I honestly didn't think they were going to enroll me. I got enrolled in less than an hour. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, you are, yeah. And so, and I looked at $64,000, but I had mapped out my entire I had mapped out my entire journey. I know exactly what's going to happen. And even though other things are going to come along, detours and stuff, I pretty much thought of the things that I could that would come along and maybe get in the way and maybe have to take a detour. But I planned out for that too. I just sat in my room for 6 months. It's not everybody can do this. But if you ever wanted me to tell you, if I could give you any piece of advice, don't be afraid to chase an education if it's something you dream to be and you think it's fun to do and it's like something you like. I don't care if it's a hobby and you can monetize it. That's what you should be doing. Honestly, that's what you should be doing. I don't want to tell you anything different because we were designed. We were brought. Listen, the world. I think about it, we're buying food from farmers. From this, we were meant to grow our own food. We were meant to you know what I mean, we were meant to trade and barter, not to sell and disqualify the poorer people or the lower class who can't afford it. And then now they have programs for them, but still they're keeping them where they are. If you get food stamps and you're comfortable with living off your food stamps every month and you don't want anything more than that and you're content, I mean, I guess I
So,
can't say anything.
do you know there's 582 million entrepreneurs worldwide,
Yes.
and only 29% of them become a real entrepreneur?
Yeah. Successful entrepreneur is the word you're looking for, I think. Successful. Yeah.
Well, you want to know why, though? I could tell you a couple reasons why the numbers, the statistics are so low. One is you got to be willing to fail. You got to be willing to fail because that might be the chances. You got to be disciplined. You got to be perseverance, consistency.
Yeah.
You got to be curiosity. You got to be intrigued to try different things and do different things. If you can't do any of those things because of fear, then that's going to hold you back. If you're worried about all that stuff happening is going to stop you, you're going to stand in your own way.
Yeah. I took the words I won't and I can't out of my vocabulary, guys. When I say it just now, you won't ever hear me say it again. Those words will not come out of my mouth. You will not even hear me think it. There is no I won't and I can't. There is, okay, what path do I need to take to get to my long-term goal? If you know the best way to get to your long-term goal, guys, is short-term goals. Short-term goals, as you get each short-term goal accomplished, know that you're getting closer to your long-term goal. You have to map it out. It's like a pyramid. You get to the point, the top of the peak. To get there, you have to go through the base, the second level, third level, fourth level until you get to the top tier. Now, you also have to be, willing to fail. Now, when I say willing to fail, you have to be able to fall, take the lump, let it heal, get up, dust yourself off, and go at it again. And you might take a loss. I took a lot of losses. Guy, you're talking to somebody who's done it all. I made every mistake in the book. Every single one. All right, let me give you an example. I had the cleaning company. I told you guys about this on Tuesday. I had a cleaning company. I wanted to make this cleaning company. I made a big ass cleaning company. Okay, it turned into Sparkle Cleaning Service was pretty large. So, and it was successful, but yet it didn't last long. And the reason why is because I did not foresee all the mistakes that I was going to make before I made them. It grew so fast that I was unable to train people, and I was trying to get people to train people. As you being the boss,
can you do me a favor? Not to interrupt you, but can you stop talking with your hands and hitting the table?
Oh, my mic's that loud? I'm sorry. I can turn it down so it doesn't pick up the background sounds.
Yeah.
Sorry. How about that?
I apologize. But go ahead. Yeah, because it makes a feedback noise for people, and they're not really going to want to listen if you keep doing that.
Yeah, I apologize. So
no,
there you go.
Go ahead.
So guys, I made every mistake in the book. You're talking to someone who did it. Now, you can avoid these mistakes if you just kind of sit back and plan a little bit. Now, you can't foresee everything, but there's the little things. Now, when they come along, there's signs of those things. Those signs come. You're starting to get complaints and phone calls and like and you're getting them from 4 different directions, and they want to see you. They don't want to see anybody but you, the boss or the owner. So I would consider always going in with more than one owner or a partner. Now, having a partner enables you to kind of separate and duplicate and separate the workload so you guys aren't stuck. Now, you guys decide what task does each owner have. I don't care how many owners are involved. I would never
You
do more.
also need to have someone that has the same drive as you, the same want as you,
I
someone
won't
that
even.
matches your energy of wanting making this succeed.
If they don't want it as bad as me, I won't even work with them. I wouldn't even
Yep,
consider it.
yep.
I wouldn't even consider it because you're gonna be alone on an island by yourself. And guess what?
And
They'll
I don't
still
care
make
if I don't care if it's family. I don't care if it's someone you've known your whole life. I don't care if it's your mate. If they don't have that drive to want like you do, then you can't match that. You can't make them be that. So you have to allow
right,
them to disappear.
right, guys. So here's the kicker. You can have fail safes, and these are stuff that people don't know. Then they open a company. Okay, you have something that you have to start when you start an LLC, for instance. I don't care what it is. I have several of them, to be honest. So the first thing I do is I have my operation agreement between the owners. The operation agreement is the agreement between the owners. That means that all right. So like say you go into partnership and you don't have an operating agreement in place. That means that that person that you went in partnership with, you're stuck with them until you dissolve the company and start again. So with that LLC, because they're attached to that EIN. Okay. So let me explain something about you. You can make an operating agreement. Okay. And the other one's called the articles of organization, but we'll get there. But the you have to have a structure. If for any reason a member fails to do their task, a member of the business, a member would be a partner, okay, in the ownership. So a member fails to do their task, and they would actually go up for a hearing, and there would be a vote. But the vote is honestly it's a 50-50 vote in that case. But you can take them and have them removed by your legal. You're gonna get a lawyer and have them taken off with proof that they're not doing their part. Whatever those tasks they agreed to do on the operating agreement, once they sign that piece of paper and they do not do the job, you can remove them from the company and replace them. It's not that hard. That's why I like to have. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to have a 2-man partnership. I like to have 3 or more because now there's a odd vote or a majority wins. So that majority wins means we can just vote them out.
Also, on a side note, I okay, so this is a little trick from behind the scenes. Now, don't take me to court with this or not whatnot, but on my business agreement, because I have a couple LLCs too. This podcast is an LLC. On my LLCs, I have someone that's not existence, like my dog. I have a dead relative. I have somebody on there so that it's a corporation. So that when it comes down to somebody might want to sue you, they can't really sue the company as a collective whole.
Yeah.
Now there's little loopholes that you have to be able to get behind because if you don't know these red tape things, you're going to get yourself in a big bind.
Yeah, you're stuck, and you're stuck with and that person. 1, they don't have the desire. 2, they're all in it for the money. 3, they're not doing their part, and they know they can't. They know they don't. Once they sign that piece of paper and they know what they're doing, if they outsmart you, you've been outsmarted, and you're gonna have to. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to draw the slate clean if you make that mistake.
And that's why it's a majority vote on most things, and that's why I have my dog or my dead relative on there also because their vote is always the same as mine.
Yep. So yeah, you guys, there's tricks to it, and people fall for it all the time. And that goes for, I mean, even investors. If you get an investor and you bring them in, I don't care what you do. Their investment is so there's different kinds of ways to have your contribution. So contributions, that's how you determine percentages. There's different kinds of contributions. There's money, there's sweat equity, um, monetary equity, and then there could be real estate in equity. I could give you a property to use to make me a partner in. You're using my property, and I'm helping contribute that towards the company to help us, build business and profit. The word profit is the end goal of any business. Profit. To profit. If you're not profiting and you're not in it for profiting, you might as well. I mean, you're not going to be able to afford to keep the location. You're not going to be able to afford to run a business. You're not going to be able to afford material, equipment, machinery. You're not going to be able to do any of that if you don't profit. So, and if you do, you're just negative. You're going negative, and you're going to be in debt either way. So
And
you have,
also try to get somebody who has a military background. Let them come on board too. They can be a silent partner. They can be just a PR person, but give them a position because you can utilize their benefits too, and you can get a lot more out from the company if you have somebody that's been in service.
guys, there's a lot of things you can do to get around it. So if your fear is not starting a business because you don't have the money, that is the wrong reason not to start a business, guys.
Because right away you can borrow against yourself automatically, right off top.
Telling you right off the bat, guys. So once you start that LLC, okay. Now, when you go to get loans, people don't understand loans, and I wouldn't recommend necessarily taking on loans, and I wouldn't recommend taking on equity from but like there's a lot of ways to get money, guys, and there's a lot of places that you don't know. And I'm not talking about grants.gov. Those are all if you don't know how to grant write, first of all, don't even think about a grant unless you want to hire a grant writer. What I would do is I would go college to college, bring on a grant writer student that's about to graduate that wants to get their ball rolling, bring them on. You know what I mean? And you can actually take their skill set and have a grant writing company as another business. Okay. And you guys can grant write for other small businesses. So they know what they're doing. They went to school for it. They know the process. And grant writing is really hard, but if you know how to do it, like I said, I went and found a college kid, got him to do grants for me. And I brought him on. Yep. And it got me right. The money started coming right in. And honestly, the grants are so dumb. I don't care if it's how to a grant for boiling eggs, if that's what you're going to be doing. It doesn't matter. There's something for everything, guys.
Also, try to get a notary. Get somebody who is a notary also.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things. And there's another business, a notary. Now you can notarize for other companies. Like I said, for every job that somebody has a skill set or a degree in your business is another business. And you don't even know it. You're still making money. And that's what happened to me, guys. I started the microgreens. Oh no, I started the cleaning company, took the money from that, lost. I didn't take a loss, but I got stuck with all this like property and assets and stuff, and it was just ridiculous. But it didn't add up to anything. Once you buy a vehicle, first of all, it's worth little once you drive off the lot with it. Just
always,
you buy a car.
Always.
Vehicles. If you're going to invest in
vehicles, phones, anything you buy depreciates as soon as you own it.
So I took all those box trucks and actually had a friend of mine. They started a moving company, and like 2 men in a truck, but they were called. And my buddy Salim, they are moving forward. He started his, but like I had a buddy. That's what gave me the idea. All those vans, I'm like, well, we could actually do Amazon shipping and deliveries and stuff. That's just extra money coming in from everywhere. You can have your own business. Anything you touch is a business. Growing grass, mowing grass. It doesn't matter what it is, guys. I see everything as a way to make a business out of. And I just have that ability. I don't know where it came from.
And what you don't know, somebody else knows. So you want to talk to them, and it's all about communication. It's all about networking. It's all about just pure and genuine intentions with authenticity. I've been doing this podcast for 2 years, and we're going on 3. And I've been consistent with it every Tuesday and Thursday, and I missed one day out of all that time. And it's all about consistency and staying active. And even when you don't want to do it, you do it. Because at the end, it's going to pay off. You're going to have moments where you want to quit. You're going to have moments where you rather just sleep in. But if you can wake up and want to keep doing better and be better, you're breathing. That's another day to be a better you.
It's not even that, guys. You're living.
You're breathing. Right? You just start living. Yeah, because there's a lot of people that don't wake up.
I said that the other time. I said, guys, after I came out of my coma, we talked about my coma and everything. I love watch. I go out into a field and I watch honeybees. I said that last week. I was like, the honeybee lives to serve its hive and its queen. Okay, they live to serve their queen. They have a job to do, and that's what they do. They lived doing that. They lived their life. They served their purpose. All right, they die serving that queen. So they serve their purpose. And the way I put that is they lived their life. You know what I mean? And
if you wait for the right moment, it will never come. If you wait for the right opportunity, it's never going to come. You have to put yourself in position. You have to go and search for it. If you live it to your highest passion, your highest excitement every single day, the universe will align you to where you need to be. Go out there and talk to that person that looks like they don't know nothing, even the bum on the street, because I'm telling you, everything they do is by choice. And some of the richest people don't look like they have it.
Now, I don't want you to, guys, this is not business, but I don't mistake that for relationships. Don't go out looking for love, okay?
No,
'Cause it doesn't work.
you got to
It's not the
vet.
same.
Everybody's got to
Yeah,
vet and do the
yeah,
proper thing. Vetting is
yeah.
important.
Yes. You have to focus on you. And the same as business. You have to be able to take care of you before you can take care of something bigger than you. You guys can't take
That,
care of other people. You cannot take care of yourself. You can't
that.
take care of somebody else. Don't try it, because you're gonna wear yourself down. You're gonna be miserable and unhappy forever. I promise you.
And you
Don't.
don't want to know another thing though? Timing. Don't think you should be further on than what you are. Don't
Yeah.
beat yourself up because you're not where you think you should be, because everything happens at the right time in the right moment because it's divine timing. It may not be today, but if you keep trying, it's going to happen, because you want to know why? Perseverance. You haven't gave up. Consistency. It may fail, but be ready for that. Have a backup. Have a little side hustle on the side. Like he said, everything is about bartering, and there's a lot of people that want the service that you can do because they will offer you a service. I don't pay for anything because I barter everything, and it's all about networking. It's all about staying authentic and staying true to self of pure and genuine intentions, and people will flock to you. It's that light. So be that beacon of light, and if put that passion on and make a difference.
You have to be a gambler, guys. You have to gamble. This is a gamble. Everything you do in business is gamble. It's a gamble from the rip. It's a gamble.
Everything you do in life, from having a child's a gamble. Come on now.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's not
I'm just saying.
promising nobody.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But I'm just. Since
You're
we're on the
taking a
subject
risk
of it,
every day when you walk outside. You're taking a risk when you drink water without drowning. Come on now.
for all you
Every
guys
day.
weren't here last week, all you guys that weren't here last week, I'm sorry to cut you off. All you guys that weren't here last week, 2022, June 27th, 2022 I was shot twice with a shoulder off, and I was stabbed 5 times with a machete. Okay, volunteering at a homeless shelter. Okay, so I took a risk that day going to work, doing the shelter. Somebody got kicked out, and he came back. He was disgruntled. He came after this 24-year-old girl, guys. She was the director at a prevention point, and he came to kill her. And I liked her as a person, and I loved her purpose. So I stood up for her, and I took the L. But then again, I didn't take an L. I'm still here talking to you. I died 4 times on the table that day. But let me tell you, I am the definition of perseverance. I am the definition of determination. Excuse me. I'm the definition of getting knocked down and standing back up. I'm not even supposed to be able to walk right now, dude. All kinds of shit that happened to me.
I have a question for you. For you.
Yeah.
Since that happened to you, are you the same individual before that happened?
Oh no, I'm better. Oh my God.
You're better. And that's what it is, because sometimes we are meant to sit down so that we can stand up. When
Guys,
you ask for patience, you might end up in prison. And it's not because you asked to be in prison, it's you asked for patience and you didn't know how to settle down until you sat down.
Guys,
sometimes we have to get inside of ourselves and see blessings in every single thing, because nothing happens to you. It only happens for you. See the beautiful background, the light around the tunnel.
Thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yes.
So, guys,
see it as a positive, even though now you have a lot of issues. There's a positive aside from all that, right?
I'm gonna tell you that dying that day was the greatest thing that had ever happened to me. That was the greatest thing that could ever happen to me. I woke up that day. I literally woke up. I saw like the Matrix, guys. Like, let me tell you, I'm so happy that happened to me. No, my physical doesn't look so pretty. You see that handsome devil on the screen? Look at him. He's doing great. That's me after, guys. I survived. I was 100 pounds when I left the hospital. I had so many holes in me, bro. Hey, guys, I had so many holes in my body. I felt disgusted, and I was broken. I was broken, like a broken wing on a bird. I want to fly, but I can't. My broken wing. That's how I felt. But when I healed, as soon as my feet touched the floor, something happened to me, guys. I'm trying to explain to you. There is nothing now, not death, not fear, not none of that, that's going to stop me from going to where I'm trying to get to. There's nothing that makes me take it. And then, honestly, back to the word fear. No, we don't have to go back to that. Let's go to perseverance. Well, I'm sorry, I did it again. Guys, we are prisoners to our own mental health. We are prisoners to our own emotional states. We are prisoners to ourselves.
To our own mind.
to our own mind. We are prisoners. We're literally incarcerating ourselves, thinking that we can't do more than
Yeah.
what we're doing if that's
Yep.
what you want. And you're
Yep.
stuck there. You're stuck
Yep.
there. Or
Yep.
it could be, and they say it's people, places, and things. I don't care if it's an addiction or
Hmm.
if it's an emotional state. People, places, and things. If people around you are breaking you down and telling you they're laughing at you, get the fuck away from them. Excuse my language. Get the hell away from them. Get away from them. Far away from them. And if you feel like you're stuck there, I kid you not, I will move my ass to a shelter to get away from them. I will get out of there and find my way
Yeah.
again. You have
You know
to.
what I learned? You know what I learned? That you only can control yourself. Everything outside of that is none of your business because you can't control it. So I learned to have such inner peace that nothing else around you can affect you in enough to allow you to meet that energy, because you don't have to. You have that choice to stay calm. I fought for my life too in 2017, and I I was blacking in and out, and I was, I begged for it, and I begged for my life, and they crushed my esophagus, dislocated my shoulder. Yeah, and it was a lot. And then it happened a week again later. And from that moment, I grew. I realized, because I went through everything, panic attacks, anxiety, depression, all that stuff. And I didn't let that become me. I overcame that. Your mind is extremely powerful. Either you allow what's happened to you to become you, or you become bigger than what has happened to you and realize there's a reason for that. There's a reason that happened to you. So grow from that.
I got people trying to join the chat. They're on my socials going crazy over here. I don't know how to see. I don't know how to tell them. I don't know how to get them here. So, guys,
To join the chat, they should be able to do it from your page, and you should be able to see what they're saying.
They don't. Yeah, they said they asked me if I'm live. I'm just letting them know that go to my Facebook and just look up for the. All right. Anyways, guys, let's stay focused. All right. So, this feels good, guys. All right. So I would like. Does anybody in the chat have any questions, like for the moment, like since before we move on to the next? We're not. And guys, this is not scripted. We're just going like with the subject, because there's a lot to talk about. I mean, this can go on forever. There's nothing not to say about this. Any questions on acquiring insurance? Like, if you have anything, matter of fact, after the thing, I'm gonna leave you my information. If you have any personal questions on email or something like that, you guys can wing them at me, or I'll give you a way to contact me, because I want to help you off the screen too. Because it's harder to kind of focus on one person at a time or multiple people. But guys, so Kim, guys, this is awesome. There's so much more, but yeah, I mean, we're right now as far as the subject entrepreneur, you have to start with taking the first step. That honestly, that first step is an idea. Take the idea, make a plan. Once you make the plan, execute the plan. Okay, but make sure
There's
your plan is
always
solid.
supply and demand in everything. There's always supply and demand in everything. Look around and see what somebody uses every single day.
Products and services, guys.
See what is wanted. See what's needed every single day in this life. I make my own soaps. I make my own deodorant, my own toothpaste. I make lotions, body butters. I'm about to start making candles. There's something that people want.
Look around your houses. Are you an OCD person? You could probably organize houses, clean up. Or, I mean, like straighten. I mean, like design interior. If you have a really nice interior of the home, look like you're already good at something. A cleaner, you're already good at something. If you have if you like
a party
organized
planner,
closet,
like putting up parties,
a closet organizer. I mean, there's things that people don't do out there. You can open the doors for people. I mean, like you can sit there and make money. Yeah, you can open doors for people. There's actual hotels where they open the door for you and you tip them. I mean, they're making money doing it, but obviously they're doing it for the
but
hotel.
you can do anything. You like you said, organization. There's people that don't have that skill. They don't know how to organize.
Hoarders.
And you can show them how to organize. You can do planning, party planning. You can do business planning. There's a lot of people that have a lot going on and they don't know. They don't know how to put it in steps. So you could do formats. You can show them format steps of how to do certain things. Maybe you can draw. Maybe you're good at baking. Maybe, you're just a very what is it? Very
Charismatic.
charismatic person, and you can actually answer the phones for things. And there's a lot of businesses you can do. Since 2019, I was a nurse for 19 years, and since 2019, I decided to no longer. I did private care. I worked in facilities as a CNA and stuff like that. I owned my own business, taking care of people in their own homes. I've held the hands over 30 people that have passed. There's so many different things that you can do. I had a pharmacy tech license. I mean, just go out there and find what you want to do. I decided since 2019 that because of the COVID thing and the school shutting down and whatnot, that I was just going to do Reiki. So I went and studied it. I got the degree in it, became a spiritual healer. And then I started doing that, and I decided I was never punching a clock again. And I haven't since. And I don't have to want for nothing. I'm rich within my heart. I'm rich within my soul. The universe provides.
If you're focused on making money and you think that that's the goal, that's not it. The goal
That
is not
I
to
don't
make money. It's not it.
No,
We're
it's
looking
not.
for our happiness, guys. You're looking for what makes you content, what makes you comfortable, and just like, I mean, if I'm a ship captain, right, and I want to be a ship captain, I need to buy a boat. That's what's gonna make me happy. Now I can be where I love to be, find a crew that's solid, and we can just stay out on the water, and I'm happy and I'm making money. But the key was you're doing what you love to do, guys. There's so many things out there, and what first you have to answer that question. Let's go back. You have to know what it is that you love to do. What do you? I asked a couple people, they don't even know, and they're like in their 50s, 60s. They don't even know what they want to do to this point. And I was like, you do know, you just not thinking. You probably dream about it every day at some point, even if it's 20. You dream whatever when you think of something. Remember, I told you I wanted to be an actor or a model. I dreamt about it. I really dreamt about that shit. I wrote scripts and everything. They sucked, but I loved them. I wanted
You
to
know
do it.
what the thing is that you said that was a key word that you said a while back, and we never touched base on it, is fear. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid of change. People are afraid of failure. People are afraid of trying. Fear. Fear will hold you back every single day if you allow it to. You don't look at our food. Don't read what's in the foods that we eat. Don't read what's in the labels of the stuff we put in our bodies. Don't read what is in the air, because fear is going to stop you from even living if you allow it to. And it's all in your mind. Own your mind and don't let your mind own you. Right?
Yes, exactly, guys. Yeah. So, like I said, we're prisoners. I was a prisoner until I got messed up. Okay, guys. So I got assaulted. I was a prisoner the whole time, and I was cool with it, and I was miserable, but I was cool. Like, why? I was okay with being miserable. That's not cool. So,
Freedom is what I wanted. And freedom
yeah,
is what
guys,
I have within myself.
you guys, my socials are going crazy right now. Hold on. All right. Yes. All right. There. I
Read the
don't know how.
comments.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can't. I don't know why they're not showing up.
I'm just telling them what to look for. Next time I'm gonna go and find it myself and just send them links or the channel, or whatever it is. So I'll be more prepared next time, guys.
They can go look for this page. It should be automatically on your Facebook, and every time they type in the comments, it should pop right up here.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Oh, really? Oh, I see what they're calling Facebook. I see now. Okay, I'm learning.
Okay,
guys. So guys, now let's get past entrepreneurial stuff. We're still talking this stuff. Now, success. You have to also want to be successful. If you want it to be successful, you have to know the key. I mean, the steps to get in there. Now, success. Success isn't just a physical thing that you get to. It is a mindset. It is who you surround yourself with. It is what you put yourself into. It is what you do for daily day. Success. Let me tell you, all successful people, and I'm gonna say literally all successful people have a routine. I can tell you some of them, but let's just say they get up, they make the same cup of tea or coffee, they do the same thing every day, and they get into a routine. Routine is, let's say, repetition is the mother of all learning. Let's just say it like that. Everything you do back to back to back over and over again, even including being miserable, it doesn't matter what it is. That is what you're going to become. What you do over and over again. Okay, guys, you can't wait to retire. Positive quotes. What do you do for a living? Positive. Can I ask you?
And what is retirement to you?
Yeah, what is
That makes a
retirement to you?
difference too. What's your definition of retirement? Because if you can't wait to do something, what is it that you're searching for? Because if it's financial freedom, you'll get that within yourself.
Oh yeah.
Stop the relationship that you have to money where you think you need it. What is retirement? Because when you no longer punch a clock, you're still working. I'm business from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. Are you, Don?
Yes, ma'am.
Your business from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed?
I am.
Yes. So even if I'm retired right now, let you know that, but I'm still doing things that I love to do. So what is retirement to you? Is it financial freedom? Is it no longer having to punch a clock? Is it what is it?
Guys, so
What's your definition that you're searching for?
my definition of retirement?
No, her. What is her
Oh,
search? What is her retirement? Because I will never retire. To be honest with you,
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
going to
Yeah,
make money constantly in my sleep.
me too. And it's not about the money, guys.
It's not
And
about
it's
the
not
money,
about-
but I'm
not about
just
the money.
saying, at the end of
It's
the day,
not. It's not.
I'm
But you know
working
what?
all the time.
Let me tell you something. This radio station can't happen without it. Okay. Maybe having guests that she wants to have a little higher up, she might have to cost some money, guys. There's a lot of things that cost money to get to where you got to go. And honestly, it's not about making money and being super rich because I don't need that much to be happy. But I have something to share and give and help. So now I can help somebody else financially. So that's another one of my businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a loan company in the long run. Let's just start making money. Guys, but listen, the point is you want if you're I mean, honestly, if you're if you're one of those people, and I'm personally am, I have to. It is in my nature. I got died at a homeless shelter, helping people. Then I realized, what did I do wrong? This is one of those times you get knocked down and dust yourself off. I want to help people. What the hell did I do wrong? It took me a while to get the answer, guys. What am I doing wrong? You can help people from far away with money. Okay, you can do a lot of damage, a lot of help, a lot of positive. You can do a lot of stuff. Build, get the homeless, build a building if you have it like that. Build an entire building for them where they can get clean and get off on their feet, and that's where they go. And when they get on their feet, they got to go so we can move new people in that need to get up. But once they get them to where they got to go, maybe organize it to where they get to the top floor. They're where they need to be, and they can disperse to the new, and we start with the new ones. I'm just saying, guys, you do have to make money. I need it. I need it. I'm not gonna lie about. I love to travel, and I want to buy a house, but I am a regional manager for Kohl's. I'm thinking about getting into fashion designing. Now,
And
stop
that's
right there.
perfect.
Stop. Hold
And
up.
what you did wrong is you thought about it.
Yeah, I thought about it. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, wrong thing you thought about it. You're thinking
Stop
about getting
thinking
into
about
fashion.
it and do it.
Get it. So if you already have an idea of designs, clothing designs, you need
Uh-huh.
you want to you listen, you might have to go through a couple people, but get yourself into a place where either you are designing for a high-end company to where your name becomes known to where you can make your own name. Or
And
two,
eventually, instead of being a regional manager at Kohl's, you might even start letting them buy your clothes. You might have your
right.
clothes in Kohl's. So why
Yeah.
don't you use that connection that you do have and try to
There's,
find out how you can get your clothing into Kohl's?
well, there's a
And
lot
I'm
of thing about
sure they'll help you.
there's a lot of thing
There's
in that,
many
that
ways
now.
of doing it. There's many ways. I've seen people even take their stuff to Walmart and work their way up to Kohl's. Look at her uncle works for Nike. There you go. That's it right there. It's all about connections. Talk to your uncle, tell him you're interested, and make that connection. You already have it in your blood. You already have it in your family line. So talk to your uncle, make that connection. It's all about, it starts with a thought, and I appreciate that you think about it, but now make it become an action. Because to me, I don't like the word potential because it's stagnant. There's no action behind potential. It's just a thought. It's just, you have the potential to do good. No, then do good. Make it become an action. Put that action behind it and make it into something. You already have a connection with Nike. That's your first sign right there. That's your first sign to do it.
I'm sorry. I had to look away from the screen, guys. Let me see what she said. I'm not gonna lie. My uncle works for Nike. He knows people who can help me. So yours?
That's what I said. You already got a connection.
Yeah. What do you? All right. So let me ask you. How old are you? Positive quote. I'm asking.
It's not even about how old they are, though.
No. Your experience. I'm getting there.
Yeah, but don't even ask the age, because the age don't matter and the experience don't matter neither. You could be 12 and still do it. It's all about that drive. Either you're going to allow that thought to become still a thought and stay stagnant as a thought, or you're going to make it become an action. You think Henry Ford just thought about a car, or do you think he needs a car?
No. You know what's funny about Henry Ford? It wasn't the car that made him famous. It was the assembly line.
It doesn't matter, though. It went from an action. He didn't just keep it as a thought. He put it into action.
Oh, I'm not arguing with you at all. I was going to tell her, you're blocking yourself from getting where you have to go. You're literally in your own way. You're in your own way right there. Yes. You have some way. You have a plug. You have a product. You have designs, and you also have you're
you can still keep your job too, though. Listen, you can still keep your job. You can make it that you go there on your own. You can still own your own business and still go punch a clock at the same time, but you get to work your own schedule. Tell them you want to go contingent. Tell them you want to switch your hours to become part-time. You could still do general managing plus your own business. But you got to remember, you're going to lose sleep. There's going to be times where you lose sleep, because I lose a lot of sleep to get to where I am today, because you have to realize what's important. Danny, my husband, Danny, he also manages artists and whatnot. And Danny loses a lot of sleep sometimes because he also goes and punches a clock, but yet he comes home and works too. And eventually he's not doing that neither, but he's young yet. So, it's all about, you have to have that want, and you are going to lose a lot of sleep, but you can sleep when you're unalive. You can sleep another time. Sleep, it will be caught up.
A positive quotes real quick. I like this. This is really sharp, actually. It's going to teach somebody something. But listen, so your job, how long have you been working there these are very important questions.
General manager at Kohl's.
How long? My life isn't bad, trust me, honey. I'm not complaining at all. Okay, but
no one thinks you're complaining, sweetheart. No one thinks you're complaining. Not at all.
No, not at all. No. What I was getting to was, with your idea, and if you think that, if you know that your products, like your designs, are worth doing, like, you're actually cheating people out of wearing your dresses right now.
Or whatever you make. You know what I love? This is what I love, and maybe you could help me with it. I really love comfy clothes, and I love nice material that's made out of high vibrational clothing, not cotton, because that's a low vibrational. I love things like linen. I love things like high vibrational clothes. Check and see what the frequencies on some clothes are. You can get 5,000 hertz, and your body doesn't naturally own 5,000 hertz. Our body's naturally anywhere from 50 to 100 to 200 hertz naturally. When we put certain fibers on our body, we limit our hertz down. It's all about frequency. You want to align yourself with stuff that are active living things. So get the material that's active living. Make something with active living material. Not synthetic, not organic, active living material. Look at linen. Look at silk. Check them materials out. And if you can make stuff like that, like I want head wraps because I wrap my ethers up every time I come on. I want active living materials, though, to wrap my hair. And I can't find them. I have the hardest time ever finding ones that hold things.
I'm hungry. All right, guys. So where are we at?
That's beautiful, and that's a beautiful positive quote. It really is beautiful that you got to start now. So it's now or never, and today's the day that you can start living the best of your life instead of survival. And sometimes people do that.
and quotes, you have everything you need. I'm not talking about your plug. I'm talking about you have
The
the
want.
job. Yeah, you're not even that. You have everything you have, you need. I mean, you want. I mean, no, everything that's there, you have, and even the job. I worked 3 jobs before while working my business. I started the company
Me
working 3
too.
jobs. No bullshit, 3 jobs, guys, and the business. How? I don't know. I don't know how I did it. I wasn't a normal person, and I was definitely overwhelmed, and I was overtired, and it does become a stress factor. But you need to use the money you make and realize that that's not your money anymore. That money you're making is not yours. It belongs to your new management team, or it belongs to your new marketing team. All the money you're making now is to build something else, and that's where it is. You're going to break even for a while to know that until you start seeing a profit from what you're trying to grow, that is the sacrifice you're going to have to make. And so that you have that. Now, my quotes, I was going to ask you, and I'm not going to drag this out. Do you feel like your job values you? Do you feel like your bosses over you appreciate you? Do you feel like if you told them you were trying to start an endeavor and you were thinking about working your way out of the company, do you think they respect it? That's a lot of questions. That's 3. But do you feel like they value enough to respect that you want to do something else with your life and they would allow you to do that? Or do you think they would go different on you and maybe
No,
even
she answered your question without you asking it. Read it. This is her first year, and she's slowly going every other month now. So she's already putting that out there.
okay.
And yes, her boss is her sister, so they're gonna respect her. Let me tell you
Okay.
something real quick. Positive quotes: linen, wool, and hemp and organic cotton are the highest frequencies. But linen and wool, okay, are the highest frequency. 5,000 hertz. 5,000 hertz. That means when you put that clothing brand on and you put them clothes on your body, you're passing positive energy off to people. You're passing off a living thing. He went to microgreens because it's a healthy living foods. When you eat microgreens compared to eating the stuff in the stores, you feel different. You feel alive. Your body is like, yes, thank you. This is what I need. Our bodies are meant to recycle and heal itself, but yet we put poison into us constantly every single day, from what we eat, what we think, what we hear, what we drink, what we smoke, breathe, everything.
They're
We're
40 to
constant.
they're 40 to
What'd you say?
400 times. They're 40 literally proven, all right, by an entire organization that these are proven. I don't care what strand. They are 40 times or 400 times, up to 400 times more nutrient potent than their full grown counterpart, which means baby's broccoli is by the thousands, is 40 times or 400 times more nutrient rich than an actual head of broccoli if you ate the whole thing. By 400 times. Your body is taking all that in. Now, when you take broccoli and you're not getting all your nutrients, but when you take these in, your body's throwing some of it away. You don't need it all. It takes what it needs and disposes of the rest. It's crazy.
Constantly, and that's why you urinate and defecate and all this other stuff, because you're pushing bile out that you no longer need. Some people store it because they got the parasites within their cells, and I'm not going to speak on that too much because that's a trigger word, and so I don't want to talk about it too much. But they have organisms within themselves that are constantly fighting off healthy things. But once you flush yourself and you detox yourself and you become pure, then your body's acceptable to that stuff, and it demands it. It demands healthy, living, active foods because that's natural for us. We're carnivores. We're not carnivores. We're what is it? We're not even plants. We're not even plant eaters. We're actually supposed to be what's it called when you just breathe air? Not a vegan either. Not even vegan. It's something breatharian or something about breathing air. But naturally, we're supposed to get all of our vitamins for the sun and whatnot. We're like plants. Water's not even proper for us. We're supposed to have H3, which is
Yeah,
the
it's because they
from fruit and stuff.
put,
So
put,
it's
put all
different.
this crap in your. They actually have a machine in Japan now that sells $4,000 insanity to get that kind of water, and you can get it. I have one in my kitchen right now. You know, but yeah, it's ridiculous. It talks to you and everything. It's ridiculous. But guy. Oh, so now, Danny, what about your shoe
So,
brand? I'd like to hear.
so when you make, and he'll put it in the comments, when you make the clothing, try to stick with those healthy living fibers. And then you could pass off that energy to the next person. Then when they put their clothes on, not only will your material help them feel better emotionally and physically, but they're going to be able to breathe, because your skin is the number one organ that gets damaged the most, because we're sponges. So we are absorbing everything we put on our body. Think of it that way. Think of yourself as a sponge.
The company's called Enagic. ENAG. I'll put it in the feed. So if you want that water machine, it's the same. You actually finance it, but it does. I mean, you can make any water. It literally. I mean, they make water that cleans. Like it'll clean that. You can make it so acidic or very what's the other one? What's wrong with me? Alkaline. So you can control the alkalinity of the water. You can use just the water. It's more powerful than a cleaning supply. Or you can use the water to be, she said H3. So it's called Enagic. ENAGIC.
H23. But yeah.
So this is the company right here, guys. And the machine's called, I just sent it to you. All right. So it's in Japan company. Now they also it's called Tangen Water. And like this machine is phenomenal. But like I said, and it lasts forever. Ever and never.
And Danny's gonna show you his clothing. He's gonna send you his shoe brand, and it's called DDH Legacy.
Yeah, so now Danny
also pinned on my page. If you go look at my page, and it's my pinned comment, so you'll see my pinned comment on my wall. That's his shoe brand that's coming out.
So
Danny's my husband.
Brand, now, Danny, in any company, in any brand, any company, product or service, do you have a marketing plan? Because you're going to need it.
He has all that. No, his is set. He's set on entrepreneur work. He's got a market plan and everything. We got everybody working with us. We got a team, a bunch of teams. Okay. He's a connection. Also, you might utilize him also. So I'm just saying, we got resources. The universe aligns you with people for a reason. So think about who you met today. Think about why you're talking to that person today. You had to hear what they had to say, and they had to hear what you had to say. I'm telling you,
guys.
Even if it's the person, even if it's the person at the stoplight, even if it's that person that waved to you. Why did they wave to you?
Guys, my artist name is Trey Don, obviously on the stage. They call me Artist Trey Don on TikTok, Artist Trey Don. And I actually also have a clothing brand. It's called Series 169. So Series is S3. Everything I do is threes or wrapped around number 3. It's a universal number. So S3RI3S. You're not going to see it yet, but it will be really soon.
Put it down in the comments. Put it in the comments.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, I'm gonna put in the comment. All right, so this is gonna be the name of my company, and what my first 13. Oh my gosh, well, I did it wrong.
And then anyway, so positive quotes. Please get with me and allow me to share some information with you on frequencies of clothing. You want like copper? You want copper? They make threading, stitching out of copper. All you have to do is find a company over in China. Find a factory in China that will mass produce what you want, and they will mass produce it cheap. I promise you.
And if you guys need help, you guys need help with a great website, and you don't have a lot of money, I have a team of people, and I do it myself. So I can help you. I'll probably do it for nothing, but like to get to what you really, really want, you want to go through my team. Guys, they're really good, and they're really, really, really reasonable. Very reasonable. You get a whole bunch going on. If you need multiple pages, and if you need something special put together, I have geniuses working behind me, and I hired them up. But we ended up working as a team. So that's another thing. So web design and app design, guys. Okay, if you sell a product or service, today's technology, the people want simplicity. They want it to be easy. If your shit's complicated, you're gonna lose a lot of business. Okay, nobody wants to deal with it. You ever talk to the automated person on the damn phone, the bank?
Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, no one wants to do that. If you put them through that, you just lost the customer, guys. It was not coming back. So make sure the simplicity, make sure it's user friendly. I mean, like, just listen, man. Let me tell you. So let me tell you about my clothing brand real quick. So Series 169, guys, is a clothing brand. I have over 24 albums I've already written. I haven't even dropped one yet. My first one drops in September. Everybody's telling me to drop one every 6 months, one every year. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I have too much work here and too much to talk about and too much to share with you. I'm just gonna drop them. They think I'm in this for the money because you make more money if you drop them out in the long run. I don't care. I want y'all to be able to listen to what I got to talk about. But Series 169 is actually 13 albums by 13 songs each, which is 169 songs. Series 169 is based off the first 13 albums. As soon as I dropped the last album, we were no longer producing Series 169. I am no longer making production. They will not become a collection. They will become a collector's item or a limited edition. So there will be no more. So what I was made is made. We'll stop distribution.
So where can they find that at?
Oh, you're not gonna find it yet, but you're gonna find it on this website. It's gonna be a whole website based off of Trade On. It's based off the artist, guys. I don't know. I'm not even there yet. The reason that you don't see it yet, guys, is because I don't exist yet. To you, I'm here talking to you. Yes, but everybody else on the planet doesn't know me yet. I have to make a name in order to sell my brand, or I have
Facts.
to build a. I
Facts.
have to build this brand in order to sell the brand. Otherwise, I don't exist. I'm a needle in a haystack, guys. So there's no point in me putting out all the money and dishing out now and sitting on product. And another thing, you don't have to have a product line anymore to sit on. There are companies out there who print, press, fold, package, and ship your product from
That's
them.
what I told you. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. You find a company over in China, they'll do it for you real cheap, and they're wanting that because
I know a bunch of them.
I know a couple companies too. When she comes back from vacation, she'll reach out to you or I. And I'm also an ambassador of a clothing thing called Fat Man Customs.
Oh, yeah.
So tomorrow he's
somebody
dropping up my first clothing off to me, and I'm an ambassador for him. So Fat Man's Customs, you'll see me representing that all the time. So there's a lot of people that do things.
Yeah, I need
a lot of people. Yes, I got you. But there's a lot of people doing a lot of things. So all you got to do is go out there and have that want. We're going to slowly wrap this up because we're in the hour mark. You stop you. Am I right?
You stop you guys. You are your own worst enemy for sure.
Yes.
She's positive quotes. I was thinking if that word is. I was thinking that you're already. That's the idea. Your idea was the clothing designs. Your plan sounds like you already have a plan, but you didn't execute on it. Now you need to execute on it. That's where you're at.
And that's what she's slowly doing, and that's okay. It's like I said, there's no time limit. There's no time limit on the want. There's no time limit. You just have to make that want become an action.
And don't wait till you get shot down to do it, guys.
No, I don't see that happening. Positive quotes, even just that name, positive quotes, is worth it. So, like, I don't know what you're gonna do, and I don't want to say too much, but hold on to that name even. Do something though. Just do something. Make yourself happy. Don't think that you can't. Don't think that you're supposed to be what the system says you are. This is unseen, twisted truth for reasons. Yeah, it's what'd you say? Yeah, I'll be okay. A determined person. That's right. That's what you got to do, is have that want. Don't give up. Even if people try to stop you, don't give up. I've talked to a lot of artists, and Trade On is going to have an interview on my radio show. His date's coming up in August, right?
Yep, I get to perform, you guys.
September. In September. We
17th.
switched with him. But yeah, so 14th. So he's going to be on Twisted Radio on September 14th, and you're going to be able to hear his music. And he's a dope artist, extremely dope artist. He's a dope individual. He has a lot of want and the energy, and he's got a lot of resources and connections. So reach out to him and utilize the people that you are seeing every single day, or that you have seen.
You guys want me to put my YouTube in the screen so you guys can check?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep, go ahead. So, anyways, I appreciate you coming on, and I appreciate meeting you. And it's an honor. It really is an honor. And we need more people that have that want and speak life and love into people.
Yeah, you guys, let me tell you something. People like Kimberly, All right, listen, she's doing this for you. I'm doing this for everybody. I'm not even doing this. Actually, I'm doing it for me too. Helping you, your success is my success. That's how I see it.
Yep,
And
me too.
and when I and let me tell you something, guys. There's people that I mean they don't even know me and they're on my channels. They're following me. I don't even know. Like I've been started rapping 4 weeks ago. I started dropping music on YouTube, or 7 weeks ago. Excuse me. I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers. I think tomorrow. Tomorrow I should be at 1,000. The way it's going on, guys. It's freaking cool. Like, and honestly, I get it, but they
Love
love
you.
me. Like my music, my words are literally. They're telling me my lyrics are making them like cry. They're making them like they're like really feeling me. And guess what I got? Those people support me so much that when I get to where I'm going, I either have a job position for them or they can stay by me. Those are the people I want around me. Those are the ones I definitely want to bring on board and definitely give them a spot in here. And they're gonna make if that's what they
Surround
want.
yourself around those that celebrate you.
Yes,
Sometimes we have to remove things that are no longer for us out of our lives in order for us to receive what is meant for us. So if
I
they're
used
holding you back and they don't see you in the same light that you see yourself in, then remove them. They're not meant for you. I don't care if it's your parents. I don't care if it's your spouse. I don't care if it's your children.
let me tell you
Only
guys something.
surround yourself around those that celebrate you. And start celebrating you too, because it starts with you. I'm going to wrap this up, Don. So say
Yeah,
what you got to
yeah.
say. We're going to wrap this up. I'm going to.
Hey, quotes said, yes, I am a determined person. Every single person that stayed here to listen to what we had to say is a determined person. You had a
That
reason you wanted to stay. You stayed here for a reason. If you left, you didn't care about your.
facts.
Maybe we didn't touch you. Yeah, that's it. Wait, I'm done.
You
You got
care.
next.
Obviously, you care because you tuned in, but there's a reason you tuned in. The
And stayed.
universe aligns you with the frequency of tuning in, even if it's
Yep.
to show support to share. That's how it is. You just keep sharing, keep on
That's how I met.
connecting, keep on
That's how I
making
met.
all these connections.
That's how I met you.
Yeah. So may everybody's night be full of positive energy and high vibrations, and love yourself. Realize you are a gift and a blessing. You're a gift and a blessing to me, and I appreciate you tuning in. Don, I appreciate you coming on. It was an honor. Like I said, it was an honor having you on this week. And
I feel obligated now. I have to be here. Dude,
you're
I'm not
not.
gonna miss. I'm not missing none of these. You're tripping. I'm gonna be here. You call me more
But
often. I can do this anytime you're on. I'll be here.
all right. But may everybody's night be full of positive energy and high vibration, and love yourself so that others can love you too. Ashe, everyone.
Kim, I'm gonna talk to you after this.
Okay.